Yeah, so I mean, really, the nonprofit kind of came to light when I started writing my book. And my book is a lot about the diverse experiences, not only in my professional field, it's more so about personal development. Actually in 2020, COVID hit. We all have our crazy COVID stories. I was married and got a divorce young, and really it was just a relationship. Everything really wasn't working out. And the entire book, it's called Always Squeezing Lemons. And in one sentence, the subtitle is Taking Responsibility to Define Your Own Success. And it really starts at kind of the beginning of that moment when I realized I felt like I was kind of conforming a life to society's standards rather than asking myself the deep, hard questions of what do I want? What do I want to be doing? Who do I want to be? And how do I get to that point of the person that I want to admire as the version of myself? And the book's really kind of about that journey of starting completely over and figuring it out and using that diverse experience, obviously professionally, but then using it personally to define resilience and kind of overcome those fears and create success for myself, not only on the surface level, but also internally. And, moving to words became such a passion of mine because I realized one, how important journaling was. And that's a really underlying message that I put throughout my entire book. At the end of each chapter, there is a journaling prompt. And for me, I realized I played sports my whole life. I've been an athlete my whole life. So I always had that, I say, athlete mentality, when it came down to working out, it was physical activity's always been a priority of mine. But mental stuff, I'd like, oh, toughen up, it's fine. Rub some dirt on it. Whereas, when you do have things that are, underlying problems or issues and can cause trauma and dysfunction in your life. So journaling became very therapeutic for me. It was a practical tool that truly was an absolute game changer. And I believe anybody really at any stage in their life can benefit from journaling. But that was one main thing when the move into words is how it came to light. So the physical activity combined with flowing into the creativity and, the processing of, whether it's unresolved traumas or just figuring out what you really want to do. When I finally committed to just giving the journaling a try, I wrote down everything I possibly could think of and everything that I found myself kind of trying to outrun. And there's actually a chapter in my book, it's called Catch Me If You Can. And I reference how for a long time I was just trying to outrun my thoughts and I wasn't really processing, I was just
Mm.
running from them. And I really break down what that looked like and how writing it down in journaling, I was able to really process that. I realized like I just hit like a massive just wall. Everything was just it was just too much, right? It became
Mhm.
overloading and I was like, I can't keep doing this. I don't know what to do. But and I became practically addicted to running. Like I was just running every day way too long. And I'm not really a runner, but you hear that a lot of the times from endurance athletes. They just have a lot of time to think and they think. And
Mhm.
I that was it was really interesting how during that time when I was just constantly outrunning my thoughts, I decided to start journaling. And it became very clear why I was running so far because I was just trying to outrun it. Which obviously
Yeah.
didn't work. So, but what it looks like is really like our main mission is again cultivating a community to really bridge the gap of advocating for mental and physical health habits. So we do about a 45-minute workout. Our first event was a yoga. The next one we did was boxing and hit. And then we bring a motivational speaker to really kind of like, get the juices flowing, create connectivity, allow people to kind of speak on that behalf. The first event, we talked more about like self awareness, self consciousness, even in relationships. And then the next one was about knocking out anxiety. So to kind of go with like the tie in there. So practical ways to overcome anxiety. And then we provide journals. We bring like really like dive into practical tools of why journaling is important. So then they start writing stuff down. We obviously, with mostly the networking portion of it, we bring a ton of people that have obviously never met, become good friends. They bring friends. So really, it's really just about like creating a really cool opportunity to bridge the gap of everything that you'd want and be able to take something away, grow from it, get a good workout in, but also take a tool that could become life changing for you practically home.